Hi everyone. This is about 42 Istanbul Coding School. I am currently in the location of Wadi Istanbul. So you see, this is Wadi Istanbul where the 42 Istanbul Coding School takes place. I attended 23 August piscine, the pool, the coding pool, and I want to have my reflections on it. Well, I liked it. Basically, the pool is generally about there is two shell tasks, let's say, and yeah, and there are like 13 C coding tasks, and then there are 2 or 3 rush group projects at the weekend, and then one final exam. And by the way, there is also each Friday there's exam, and tomorrow we are going to have one final exam. By the way, today usually we should have final exam today, but they delayed it for tomorrow because there was bad internet connection one day, so that's why they basically trying to amend that problem. Well, my reflection is that there are some problems with 42 coding school, and there are some good things with these schools. The good things are, let's start with the good things. I learned, let's say, basically that in the same folder you can have different functions, like I'm talking about C. You can have different functions, and you don't need to write everything. You can just write the prototype of a function in that main C, and then you can write the entire function in another file, but if it is in the same folder, it calls that function and it works. I learned that. I didn't know that before. And what else? I learned how to manipulate files. I used to know them before, but here I developed a little bit shell skills. They're good things. And even if some people, even if they don't have good programming background, or even if they don't have any programming background at all, they can help you. For instance, now let's come to the bad parts, because I'm going to give the example. I consider myself a beginner level programming background. For instance, I tried to do 42 headers. Okay, if you are writing a code, you need to include 42 headers in your code, and I tried to include it. Like I tried to manipulate Z shell, RC file, and other things. And basically here in 42 coding schools, we use Vim text editor, IDE, and there you when you write colon set header, it should call the 42 headers automatically, but it doesn't work. I tried that, it didn't work. I tried the local people, like I spent 6 hours on that, and finally there was a girl in our pool, and she was around and she helped me. She said, oh, you just need to open Visual Studio, and then you can add blah blah, and it worked. So that's a lot of waste of time, yeah. Basically, I'm going to stop this here. I will continue later. Thank you. Bye.